Immigrant printing, okay, what is that? What do you mean when you say immigrant? And what do we mean when we say immigrant printing? Since the 15th century, the whole print trade has been driven by people who move from one place to the other for various reasons. Chicago's on a continuum with other major cities like Venice and London. But then also, what makes Chicago special and what are the Chicago stories that people want to tell? There are so many stories, even within the same pieces.
These pieces represent what it's like to be first generation.
So many different objects and so many life stories all condensed on a broadside. And a lot of their names, well, are just unknown. And I've always been curious about who is unknown.
The amount of detail is just unreal. How things are formatted or how they're configured.
It has a physicality to it that can't be matched by digital work.
These are immigrants from the past, and my family are immigrant. Even though these things are quote-unquote invisible, people are begging to be heard. When I think about immigrants, specifically Chinese immigrants, and that postcard that I saw, I just kept thinking about Chinese restaurants in the Loop, and there used to be a ton there, but they're not there anymore. That's kind of how I feel about Letterpress too. All this ephemera, it gets lost, and the lives that people live is just gone. I really want to blur the lines between body and building. This yearning feeling to hold on to something, to hold on to a time, a place, and in this case, a building. I'm sure someone first immigrating here probably felt some sense of feeling lost, and the fact that I can bridge that and have someone else understand what I'm feeling, I feel like that's a successful print. My identity as a Chicagoan and a first-generation Polish American. That's what this is about. This poster is oriented around Solidarność, which stands for solidarity. And that was a trade union that was organized in Poland in September of 1980. The whole country grouping together against being under communist rule. Stamps, that's printing. That's a physical thing. There's artwork on it. There can be texture on it. Printing and writing and stamps and sending it and just having something like physical communication. I like the idea of combining stamps and letterpress printing to tell this whole history and story.